I was wondering too, like when you take let's say a 24-inch conveyor and that sensor is on that conveyor. Now, does it need different equipment, or does the software and the sensors work within basically any type of equipment where it's applicable, or does equipment need to be customized, or is the program customized to the equipment?
Everything is pretty much customized. So if you're starting with a standard 24-inch conveyor and you put a sensor above it, you won't be able to do particle sorting, but you could do bulk sorting. So the sensor would tell the computer, hey, look, the last 30 seconds we've had really good ore. Send this straight to the mill. And then a minute later, it'll say, okay, the ore that's been coming by lately has been very poor quality. Let's start diverting this to the waste piles.
So, who are the main players?
Well, you've got Steinert, Tomra, Redwave, Comex, Rados, and there's a few others too. And that's your particle sorting. And then you've got MindSense doing the shovel sorting. And you've got a number of other bulk sorting companies available. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I saw the guy at the conference here.
Oh, you can always tell us it later. We'll plug it.
We'll edit it in. That'll be fine. Great technology.
It's amazing what you can do. And these are these.
Oh, Scantech.
Scantech.
There we go.
There we go.
Scantech.
Actually, we'll try to put those links into the descriptions as well. So
that would be fantastic. Yeah.
And so they're developing the technology and manufacturing, distributing it.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're an engineering company. We'll look at a particular deposit for a client, and then we'll look at all the technologies available and say, well, these ones have the best chance of working for this deposit.
Right.
Let's check these ones first.
And so, yeah, and that was actually my next question. So where does Sacré-Davey come into this process? And you're actually making the recommendations for this technology depending on their needs. So does that mean that you are specializing in this as opposed to another engineering firm that's not quite up to date on it, or how does that?
Well, we're definitely leaders in ore sorting, but we also do flotation and grinding and leaching and all those other things because we have specialists in all those areas.
Right.
But the last few years we've got the most traction with ore sorting. We've had over 30 projects in ore sorting, including some that were constructed and built, and we're building a couple more this summer. So it's definitely been the most popular thing we've seen in the last 3 years.
Right. Because of limited ability to, or depleted
just the economic impact that ore sorting does. It's, when I tweak a mill circuit, I can squeeze an extra 3%, 5% from it. And that would be a huge accomplishment. Or I can trim a few million out of the budget. When you put in ore sorting, your production might go up 50% or 60%.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just a complete game changer, and that gets mining companies' attention.
Right.
A lot of times they'll be very resistant to any sort of change or any sort of new technology because that's the nature of the industry, and that's fine. But when you get a business case like this and it's so compelling, it's much harder for them to resist that opportunity.
Yeah. And are there mines? I know you said there's sort of the size or a limit on how big the sensors are.
Or each individual particle sorting machine, it's limited to maybe a couple hundred tons per hour.
Right. So are there mines now though that are in that size range that have the full system in place? Are you seeing it now?
Yes. And I've seen packs of 5 to 10 machines. So they come grouped together, so they're able to do 1,000 tons per hour or something like that.